Hi book lovers, welcome back to my channel. I am doing a vlog today. I am starting my Mindfuck series vlog, so I'm gonna be reading the Mindfuck series by St. Abby. I know I don't vlog that much, you get maybe 1 or 2 vlogs a year out of me, but that's because I suck at b-roll and also filming like 10 times for one video. It gets to be a lot, but I am really excited to do this vlog just because I have heard nothing but amazing things for this series. It's a dark romance and I barely know what it's about. I'm honestly impressed that I've been able to not see any spoilers for it, but all I know is that we have a serial killer for a heroine and some sort of cop or FBI agent for the hero. Basically, he's on the right side of the law and she is not. It's a dark romance with 5 books, which is why this omnibus is very thick. And even though I own this paperback, I know I'm just gonna read the ebooks because I don't remember the last time I read a physical book. Ebooks are just so much easier for me, and also I already own the first 4 books in ebook. I don't remember when I bought them, but apparently I did. So I'm gonna start book 1 today. Book 1, let me see the title. It's called The Risk. I don't know how long the series is gonna take me to read. I am gonna be a little bit busy in the next 2-ish weeks, so I'm gonna try to fit in some of this when I can. But again, I've heard nothing but amazing things for the series, so I am really excited. I mean, I already love the author under her Christy Cunning pen name. I read the Dark Side series a couple years ago. That was one of the first reverse harem romances that I'd read, and I fell in love. So it was so sad and so unfortunate when C.M. Owens, which was her main pen name, when she passed away. The Dark Side series is one of my top favorites, so if you haven't read that series yet and you love reverse harem or fantasy romance, you definitely need to start it. I've also been meaning to finish up the All the Pretty Monsters series as well. I've only read book 1. That series is also under Christy Cunning. Her Christy Cunning romances are her reverse harems. St. Abby is for her dark romances, and C.M. Owens is for her contemporaries rom-coms. I have not tried her contemporaries yet. I haven't read her C.M. Owens books, but I will get to that eventually. For now, I'm gonna read the Mindfuck series. I will most likely be including spoilers throughout this vlog just because I know I'm gonna have to talk it out. If you want to avoid spoilers, you can probably just skip to the end of this video where I do a little wrap up of this book. I'll do a recap just for the spoiler-free people. Also, I am wearing my Dark Romance Readers Book Club t-shirt to match the vibe. It's from Hello Lovely Box and it's also got a really nice design on the back too, but yes, I am ready to dive into this dark romance series. So next time I check in, I will probably have finished book 1. Hello! Okay, it's been a while, like a couple weeks since the last time I filmed for this vlog because things got busy, but I finally did manage to finish up The Risk, book 1 in the Mindfuck series. Also, I have my boy Boo here with me. Good boy, Boo. And I really liked it. I'm giving it 4 stars. It's a very solid first book for the series. I'm not obsessed with it, but it was a good start. It was also a lot shorter than I expected. I don't know why. I mean, this paperback makes the series look giant, but at the same time it is 5 books, so divide this by 5 and each book is not that long. It's like 150 pages. But anyway, I finally got to meet Lana, our heroine, our serial killer heroine, and she is so badass. I am a little scared though to find out exactly what happened all those years ago to her that caused her to become a serial killer, because already from the little that we got, it sounded terrible. For anyone who hasn't read the series, a huge trigger warning for all the awful things like sexual abuse, rape. There's lots of torture going on too. Lana torturing the men on her list. It does get detailed, not like extremely detailed, but we do get quite a bit of it. But the rape is not detailed, at least not in this first book. You can tell that she definitely was raped all those years ago, but it sounds like it gets a lot worse than that too. Like, you know, she went through something so bad that she wants revenge on these rapist men and decides to take justice into her own hands. She literally tortures these men for days and then finally kills them. So she's been doing this one by one on her list, but it's also so satisfying to read because these bad guys, they get what's coming for them. Justice is being served, but not in a law-abiding way. But let's talk about our hero. Logan, he has been okay so far. I don't love him, I don't hate him. Lana definitely outshines him for me here. Their first meeting was interesting. He is a good guy, both, you know, as an FBI agent and as a person. He's very sweet to Lana, he can't stop thinking about her, but he's also married to his job. And his job is to catch serial killers, one of which is Lana herself, but he has no idea that she's the one he's trying to hunt down. It's also interesting how good Lana is at being a serial killer, because Logan is way off about who's been committing these murders. I'm really excited to see when or if Logan catches her, but he kind of has to, right? He's gonna find out the truth, there's gonna be a big showdown at the end, but who knows, I could be totally wrong. Anyway, this first book, it did end on a cliffhanger with someone on Logan's team figuring out something about Lana. So I am just gonna immediately keep reading the series, jump into book 2, just to figure out what Lana does to Hadley. Is she gonna murder Hadley for finding out the truth? I guess we'll see. Oh my god. Okay, so I just finished reading book 2, Sidetracked. I finished it in a couple hours on a work day, so I could not stop reading this. I mean, it's not like it's a long book or anything, but I could not put this second book down. Oh my god, I loved it so much. Easy 5 stars here. Now I can 100% see why people love the series so much. I am so hooked, so obsessed, and I'm also warming up more to Logan. He was okay in book 1, but here we finally get to see him being a total sweetheart and just head over heels in love with Lana. Okay, so book 2, we pick up right where book 1 left off, with Hadley figuring out that Lana's identity has been a stolen one. But that kind of resolves itself pretty quickly. Like, Lana just lies her way out of it. So that part isn't that suspenseful, but everything else is insane here. We have so much going on in the second book. Not only do we have Lana being a serial killer, we also have another guy known as the Boogeyman being a serial killer in town too. So Logan, our FBI agent, has 2 cases to work on now, so he is hanging by a thread. He gets very busy, and I loved how intense it got. Like, yeah, the beginning wasn't that suspenseful, but everything else is. And then not only that, Lana goes off script to kill a pedophile who abused so many children and who also abused Hadley. So she's great. I love her even more now. I love how hilarious Lana's character is. Like, yes, she is a serial killer, but she is the perfect balance of intense and funny. Like, this girl can stomach cutting off a man's dick one moment and then joke around the next. I'm also really liking Jake's character. Jake is Lana's best friend, and he's also the behind the scenes guy, the tech guy who's helping her kill all these men, but he's actually too queasy to handle the violence and the torture that Lana doles out, so he leaves that up to her and he deals with, you know, the camera work and things like that. But I really like his character. We're slowly learning how he's related to all this. This second book ends with another cliffhanger, of course. We have the big showdown with the Boogeyman. So things are going down, and I am going to immediately start book 3 because I need to know what's going on. So I'll update you guys when I have something new, but book 2, it was amazing. I am so into the story now. Okay, it's like 7:30 and I had to stop an update because I just finished reading like the beginning of book 3, which is called Scarlet Angel, and I'm kind of shocked that Hadley just knows everything now. Oh my god, she heard everything. She now knows that Lana is a serial killer, that she's the one behind all the killings of these men. But let me go back. So book 2, the Boogeyman was hiding in Lana's house, but she just pretty much kicks his ass immediately in book 3. I mean, to no one's surprise, right? She is a badass. She knows how to fight. She knows how to use a knife, a gun, etc. So she beats him, and she makes it so that people think that she accidentally killed him, because there's no way some little 5.5 foot woman could ever overpower, you know, this bigger serial killer man. But Lana is basically like, I'm gonna ruin this whole man's career. But what she didn't know was Hadley was there the whole time. She overheard Lana confessing. But the amazing thing is that Hadley is not gonna tell anyone, at least not yet, because of their shared trauma. I feel so bad for these women, but because of that, Hadley sees why Lana is going after these men. It's not so black and white as Lana killing people, because these men are literal rapists. They tortured and raped not just Lana, but her brother too. It's just so sick. Like, if you have any triggers for sexual assault, you most likely are not going to be able to read this book because it gets so dark. So Lana's whole backstory, her background, it's being slowly revealed throughout the series, and it all goes back to her hometown where things got so messed up and disturbing. Also, it's not just Lana and her brother that experienced these awful things, it's also her father too, like her whole family. It's so messed up. Her father was framed for being a serial killer rapist, and then he killed himself. But that's everything that we know so far about the past. Now in present day though, obviously the boogeyman is down, one serial killer is down. Lana is still going after the men on her list. Logan is still going after her, not knowing that Lana is his serial killer. And of course we have the whole mystery about Lana's hometown. So that was like the beginning of book 3. Obviously it was a lot, which is why I had to stop and talk it out. But I'm gonna finish up the rest of book 3 probably tomorrow, just because I have some videos that I want to watch on YouTube. I like falling asleep to YouTube videos. It's probably terrible for me, but I just lie in bed and watch videos. So that's my plan for the rest of the night, and I will check back in once I finish Scarlet Angel. Okay, I am done with work for the day, but I haven't been able to work at all because all I've been doing is reading book 3. I finished up Scarlet Angel, and oh my gosh, there has not been a single dull or boring moment throughout the series. It's been nonstop. Lana's gonna kill someone, someone else is gonna kill someone, Logan is trying to find these killers. Though we do get some nice downtime with Lana and Logan being all in love and sweet. They try to spend time together whenever they can, whenever Logan isn't being pulled away because of his cases, because Lana killed someone. And the amazing thing is that so far the series is the perfect balance of romance and suspense. I'm loving how much we're getting of both of these things. So yes, the sequel is amazing. Another 5 stars for the series, and now we're finally in the town where shit went down. It's this small town called Delaney Grove, and this place is like a freaking cult. The government and the sheriff are so corrupt, and this sheriff owns the entire town. He even owns the broadcasting, which is so strange, but he definitely has to be at the heart of what happened a decade ago. And also he has some kids that were involved. His son was the one who was behind what happened to Lana and her brother, and also they mentioned something about the sheriff's daughter. I'm not sure. So this book ends with Lana, Logan, and his team all in Delaney Grove, and they're finally getting some answers from the town itself. I do have some more time to read. It's only 8 something, so I am gonna jump into book 4, which is called All the Lies. So I'll probably see you in like a few hours. Okay, well, I just finished reading book 4, All the Lies. I sped through this thing. I think it's only been an hour and a half. It was really short though, about 100 pages. Probably the shortest in the series, but that ending, oh my gosh, Logan, I trusted you and you betrayed me. You betrayed Lana, but I knew this man was gonna mess up. But okay, let me just start from the beginning of this book. We're in the end game now. We finally find out the awful torture and abuse that Lana and her brother went through, and also what their father went through. And it was all at the hands of these sick and twisted people from this town. There's corruption, there's evil, like true evil. Oh my god. Like, I was thinking while I was reading this, it could totally be a horror romance. It's not like Horror Monster, though some men here are truly monsters, but it's still terrifying, the things that happened to good innocent people. You have no idea how glad I was when Lana finally got her revenge against Kyle, who led her brother's rape. This girl castrated him and skinned him alive. And also, I thought Kyle was gonna be the true serial killer that first started all of this, the one that Lana's father was framed for. But I guess he's not. I was really expecting him to have assaulted and killed his own sister, which isn't that far off with how sick he is. And then their father, the sheriff, would have felt all this guilt over protecting the one person who killed his daughter. But it didn't go that way, so who the heck is this dang serial killer? It can't be the sheriff, right? That'd be pretty twisted too. But anyway, Kyle is gone now, thank God. But at the end of this book, Logan finally finds out the truth about Lana. Except the dummy that he is, he doesn't find out the full truth and he throws her away because of it. So he messes up big time, and I'm wondering if he's gonna grovel in the next book, in the final book. On one hand, you wish that Logan could have loved Lana despite knowing the truth, but at the same time, he still is an FBI agent whose job is literally to hunt down serial killers. So I understand why he immediately went in the direction that he did, but I was still rooting for him to make the right choice, but he didn't. So he's finally learning that his world is not quite so black and white. He is in love with a serial killer. Her victims are men that you don't feel sorry for dying at all. But the scene that got me the most though was when Jake was telling Logan everything. That scene had me choking up. I didn't cry, but I definitely was feeling a little something in this area because for some reason it was through Jake that it really hit so hard how devastated Lana was over losing Logan. Honestly, we all need a BFF like Jake here because he will literally help you bury dead bodies. So that was book 4. Oh, also my rating, easiest 5 stars ever. This series is truly blowing me away, but I need to go take a quick shower now so I can dive into the final book in the series. Oh my god, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up finishing this whole thing before the end of the night. Hello. I have finally finished the Mindfuck series and I have no words. I literally binged like the last 2.5 books in this series today, and it's a work day, but the books are short, so I probably read a total of 300 pages today, but still, I am currently a wreck. I don't know what I expected in this finale, but it blew everything out of the water. It's like the ultimate climax where everything comes together perfectly, well, almost perfectly, and the good guys do win. And when I say good guys, I do mean Lana, even though she's a serial killer, but she's one you root for. When Lana and Jake were lighting up Delaney Grove, terrifying everyone, oh my god, it was so epic. I was also very thankful that Logan got his head out of his ass pretty quickly. He got his head on straight pretty early on in the book about Lana, though I did appreciate that moment of panic that he had over Lana escaping from him, as she should have. And then this ending, okay. We all know Lana couldn't have actually died, but there was still that moment of, oh my god, what is gonna happen? How is she gonna get out of this? The epilogue though had me cracking up. Jake and Hadley living their threesome lives. I'm so happy for them. They deserve all that good stuff. But Logan's anniversary present for Lana, that was priceless, and so funny how she was swooning over it. It's perfect for them, and it was just the perfect ending for everyone. I do need to go sleep though, but this one was another 5 stars. The whole series, definitely 5 stars. And then tomorrow I'll do a spoiler-free wrap-up of all of my thoughts. Alright, it is the next day. I did not get enough sleep because all I was thinking about while I was in bed was Lana and Logan and everything mindfuck. I don't even know what to do with myself now. This is a series that I won't ever forget. 5 stars all around. I'm genuinely devastated that we'll never get any sort of dark romance like the Mindfuck series ever again from St. Abby. Her storytelling, whether it's as St. Abby, as Christy Cunning, or CM Owens, it's so special, and we truly lost such an amazing person and writer when she passed. So my overall thoughts, if you have not read this series yet, you need to hop on it immediately. You have been missing out like I have. I have been deprived of this book until now. I now completely understand why so many people love this series and are obsessed with it, because I do too now. It's the perfect kind of dark romance where all the violent, gory, dark parts are just as good as the very swoony and steamy romance. None of the violence felt gratuitous, it wasn't over the top. We do get some details about Lana and her family's abuse, but it was never that insanely detailed. We do get some more details about Lana's kills, but even that is, we don't get, you know, every second of it. I feel like if we did, it would have gotten repetitive. Like the amount that we got of what Lana did was perfect, because every time she killed a man on her list, it was so unique and so satisfying. So everything was balanced right, the pacing was great, and you're pretty much on the edge of your seat the whole time you're reading this. I loved it so much, and it's easily a new favorite dark romance for me, and definitely a favorite of the year. I do want to say the series would make for such a good TV show, TV series, or a movie. When I was reading it, especially the last book, I could see it all playing out in my head. Like imagine a badass Lana on screen, all the blood and gore and revenge. It would definitely be something HBO could adapt. Like, can you imagine that? Sex and violence and suspense. It would be so good. Also, I did read this at literally the perfect time, because one of the boxes that I'm a rep for, a Mystic Box, they just announced that they're doing a special edition of the Mindfuck series. It'll be a beautiful hardcover with all the special details like sprayed edges, foiling, and a digital signature that was lifted from a previous box that Mystic Box did with St. Abby years ago. I'm just so happy that I finally can share this news, because the owner, Kate, she told me about it a year ago, and holding this in as a secret was so hard. But I'm glad it's finally coming, because this book deserves all the beautiful special editions. If you are interested, you can find all the details and the sale dates on the Mystic Box Instagram page. I'm not sure if my code will work on special boxes like this, but you can try. But yes, this has been my vlog of the Mindfuck series by St. Abby. I am blown away, and I don't think I'll ever come across a series like this ever again. If you have read the book, let me know your thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!